Hello future engineers and my dear students, welcome back to Murasa Academy. I am Mudassir Sheikh, and in today's video we are continuing the continuation of the previous video. Let we solve problems on change of order of integration. So as I promised, today I will be continuing with some more different questions for you to understand the topic perfectly and score good marks in the examination. But if you are a serious student who aims at mastering the subject and getting distinction marks, then you can visit my website mudassiracademy.com and you keep yourself updated on the courses which I will be going to launch shortly. Okay, these courses will have 10 times more questions, examination likely questions, assignments, model papers and so on. That will help you boost a CGPA and get distinction in the 100% in the final exam. So you can keep yourself updated by visiting the website. The link is given in the description below. Now, coming back to the next problem. So, next problem is evaluate double integral 0 to 1, 0 to root 1 minus x square y square dx dy by changing the order of integration. Okay. So, before solving this problem, please hit the subscribe button now to keep me motivated, helping you by giving such videos. So, now coming back to the problem, see, we have here, as I told you, I will write down this one more time. We have 0 to 1, 0 to root of 1 minus x square y square dx dy. Fine. Now, if you see, there is x inside. So, obviously, this will be y is equal to and y is equal to, right? And that outer limit will be x is equal to, that is constant, x is equal to. Now, here, as discussed, the change of order means as this is given x outside and y inside, change of order means the constant y should be outside and x in equation in terms of y should be inside. That is done by drawing the graph. And this, if you see here the equations, I have the equation one is y is equal to 0 and y is equal to root of 1 minus x square. Again, remove the root, square it, we have y square is equal to 1 minus x square. That means x square plus y square is equal to 1. This is nothing but a circle. Okay, this is a circle, and the graph of the circle x square plus y square is equal to 1 with radius 1. I have drawn it here. Okay, so this is graph. So obviously the point of intersections are, since the radius is 1, it will intersect 1 comma 0 on the x axis and 0 comma 1 on the y axis. Okay, so this is the, and this is my origin. So since they mentioned 0 to 1, so we take the first quadrant. So this is the graph which we are interested in, the first quadrant. Okay, now we have to change the order for this problem using this graph. So how to do it now? See, first, this is written as y, since these people are walking, right, and then climbing, am I right, along the x, then climbing. Now we need to climb, we need to go like this from y, then walk. So when we go like this from y, so where to where we go along the circle? See, the y axis, y coordinate, y 0 to 1. So y will be 0 to y is equal to 1. And when we go, okay, so what I see first? You see first x is equal to 0. See, this line is x is equal to 0, and who covers a part according to a part of the circle, this red. So this circle is, this is a circle, x square plus y square is equal to 1. So the circle covers that region. This is down I am seeing, and this is the top part which is covering the region. That means the top part is the circle. So in terms of x, so we have x square y square is equal to 1. So we need to write in terms of x. That means x square is equal to 1 minus y square. So what is x is equal to? Root of 1 minus y square. That's it. So we write it here. X is equal to root of 1 minus y square into dx dy. Right. Now we need to integrate this to get the answer. So outside limit as it is, y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 1. Integrate with respect to x. So y square will be as it is. See, there is no x, 1 is there. So as I did in the previous videos integral, I mentioned one has a value. Differentiation of x is dx is 1. So integration of 1 is x. So we are integrating with respect to x. So integration 1 is x, and the limits are 0 to root of 1 minus y square into dy. So now in place of x put limit, top limit root 1 minus y square and bottom as 0. So we get this as y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 1 y square into root of 1 minus y square dy. Now we need to solve this integration. So how can we solve it? See, this can be easily solved. So wherever in integral you have things like 1 minus x square, 1 minus y square, because here you know the formula trigonometry, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So this is widely used here, is equal to 1. That means we can write what? 1 minus sin square theta is equal to what? Cos square theta. Right. So wherever in integration, substitution works in a very easy way. We simply put that y is equal to sin theta. Right. So what is dy? What is dy becomes? Dy is equal to sin theta d theta. Differentiate. Right. Sorry, y is equal to sin theta. So here we substitute y is equal to sin theta. So that implies what is dy? So everything will be substituted in terms of theta now. So I have to find dy now, everything. So y you know is sin theta. What is dy? Sin theta, dy is equal to different sin theta is cos theta into d theta. Right? Therefore, we have everything in terms of theta. So the limits will also change. Okay. So when y is equal to 0, theta is also equal to 0. Am I right? Because sin 0, when y is equal to 0, sin theta is 0, theta is 0. But when y is equal to 1, sin theta is equal to what? 1. So what is theta is equal to? Pi by 2, 90, because sin 90 is 1. So we have here this as everything changes to theta. Okay. So y theta changes to theta is equal to limits are 0 to theta is equal to what? Pi by 2. Right? Now here see, 0 to theta is equal to 0 to pi by 2. Y. What is y? Y is sin theta. So y square will become sin square theta into root 1 minus y square. What is y? Sin theta. Root of 1 minus sin square is root cos square, becomes cos theta into cos theta, and last C remains dy. When we take y sin theta, what is dy? Cos theta d theta. Cos theta d theta. So this becomes, we have it as theta is equal to 0 to pi by 2 sin square theta into cos square theta d theta. Now how to solve this integration? So integration as such with higher powers like power 4, 5, 6, so on, mixed integral, can be easily solved using reduction formula. I hope you have learned this reduction formula in your 12th class. Okay, if you forgot it, I read the formula. It's a very simple formula. So the formula says reduction formula. So reduction formula says integration of 0 to pi by 2. See, the reduction formula is applicable. Formula is applicable 0 to pi by 2, and here also there is 0 to pi by 2 here. So you can easily apply here. Sin raised to m theta into cos raised to n theta d theta is equal to bracket. There are two powers, m and n. They can be even or odd, whatever. Now, this is equal to bracket m minus all odds, m minus 1, m minus 3, so on, into bracket m minus 1, m minus 3, m minus 5, so on, into bracket n minus all odds, n minus 1, n minus 3, so on, upon m plus n minus all evens. Add the powers minus all evens. What are evens? M plus n minus 0. Then m plus n minus 2, m plus n minus 4, so on, into a factor k. K is equal to 1, if k is equal to 1, if m or n is odd and k will be equal to pi by 2 is m and n both are even. Okay, so substitute here, see what you get. You get this as 2 minus 1, yeah, 2 minus 1, again 2 minus 3. If it is negative or 0, stop it there only. Okay, then stop. 2 minus 3, negative, stop. The next for n is 2, again 2 minus 1 upon 2 plus 2, 4 into 4 minus 2 into both are even. So it will be how much? Pi by 2. Okay, so if we simplify this, the final answer comes around pi by 16. That's all. So this is the answer. So the answer for this question is pi by 16. That's it. The next problem which we are going to solve is evaluate double integral 0 to 1 x squared to 2 minus x y dxdy by changing the order of integration. So now let's analyze this question. So we have here double integral, one is 0 to 1, other is x square 2 minus x xy dy dx. Fine. Now how to identify the limits here? So the 2D is x and y. So there is x square here, so definitely this will be y, equation of y, and this is obviously outside is what? The constant x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 1. So we found the limits now. Okay, after finding the limits, the main thing you have to see here, next step is this equations. So we have these two equations here. One is y is equal to x square and other is y is equal to 2 minus x. So we have y is equal to x square and y is equal to 2 minus x. This equation we are aware of. This equation y is equal to x square, even parts of x represents a parabola symmetrical about the y axis. But this we have to arrange it to form the equation which resembles certain graph. And the graphs you can refer to my previous video, the video on double integral was specified regions. You can find all the graphs in that. Okay, because to solve the problems of change in order, you need to understand or memorize those graphs. Now coming back, this now this is what? X plus y is equal to 2. Now see, I can again rearrange this as x by 2 plus y by 2 is equal to 1. Now this represents a graph. X by a plus y by b is equal to 1. That is the intercept form. Okay. Now because we have, so we know both the graphs now. Now let's find a point of intersection. Okay. So we have y is equal to x square and x plus y is equal to 2. Okay. These are the two things we have. Now let's find the points of intersection. So how to find a point of intersection? You need to play with the two equations. Just play with them. Substitute or play with them. So see, y is equal to x square, put here. We have x plus x square is equal to 2 or x squared plus x minus 2 is equal to 0. You can use your calculator to solve this. So if you solve this, or you can solve it manually using quadratic equation. So you get the values of x as x is equal to 1 comma minus 2. So we cannot take minus 2. It's negative because the graphs come in the first quadrant. So we have to take x is equal to 1. So y is also equal to 1. So we have the 1 comma 1 as point of intersection. Now as you have got the point of intersection, the next step is to draw the graph. I have already drawn the graph for you. So we have two curves. One is y is equal to x square. Y is equal to x square represents a parabola. Since there are even parts of x, the parabola is symmetrical about the y-axis. So this red color. This is the parabola y is equal to x square. Next comes x plus y is equal to 2. That is a straight line, or sorry, the intercept form. X by a plus y by b is equal to 1. So x by 2 plus y by 2 is equal to 1. Is a equation of the graph is nothing but the intercept form. So this is a line, intercept line. So the intercepts are 2 comma 0 and one more is 0 comma 2 and the origin is 0 comma 0. The next is point of intersection. We have found the point of intersection as 1, 1. So that will come here. Now what to do next step? Drop the point on the x-axis. So this will be 1, 0. And let's drop this on the y-axis. This is 0, 1. Okay, fine. Now we have got the graph ready. The next is to find the limits of the change of order. As I told you here in this double integral, okay, what is given in the question, x means horizontal, the walking, simple logic, and then y means climbing. We need to change the order. We need to first change x to y, then the inside y becomes x. We need to climb first and then inside integral walk. So outside y will be constant. That means we are interested in this region. But see, this region is divided into two parts. It's like going to one station, from one station changing the bus to other station. So see, two parts are divided into. One part is this, other part is this. Okay. So now, if we go along the y-axis, vertically, then we go from where to where? As I told you, see this, there is a drop 0, 1 here. So there are two parts. This is one section and this is one section. So this will be now, you can write y is equal to 0 to where? 1 first. Then when I go like this, this is the line, x is equal to 0. Okay. So x is equal to 0. And which region covers? The region, red region. The region is y is equal to x square. So write in form of x, that is x is equal to root y xy dx dy plus the next region is from which point? Y. See, I go y 0 to this one. Now again from 1 to where? 2. So plus y is equal to 1 to y is equal to 2. Again inside. Again when I go, again obviously this is x is equal to 0, and who covers this intercept region? That is x plus, this is a graph for x plus y is equal to 2. That means x plus y is equal to 2 means what is x is equal to? 2 minus y. xy dx dy. So we have the changed order here. The order was x and y, we changed to y and x. Now we have to integrate this and get the solution. Okay. So let's do it now. So first we need to integrate with respect to x. Outer limit as it is, y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 1. Integration x is x square by 2. So x square into y by 2. And the limits are 0 to root y dy. Fine. Again this also will be the same thing. Y is equal to 1 to 2. Again integration x is x square by 2. 0 to 2 minus y dy. Okay. Now let's put the top limit minus bottom limit. So this is y is equal to 0 to 1 as it is. What I will simply do? Better I will take the constant outside. So 1 by 2 is outside. I take 1 by 2 as outside. Okay. It will be easy. When I take the constant outside, the solution becomes easy inside variables. So now in place I put y. So this will be y into y is y square dy. Fine. Because if in place of x then I put root of y, root y square, 1 by 2 goes, and what remains? We have only y. Similarly here, plus 1 by 2, y is equal to 1 to y is equal to. So plus 1 by 2, y is equal to 1 to y is equal to 2, and next again in place of x put 2 minus y. That will become 2 minus y the whole square into y dy. Now this can be again written as 1 by 2. So now integrate. So before integrating, I will simplify this inside. Okay. Now this becomes y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 1. I'll keep first as it is, later I'll simplify this and then I'll integrate respect to y. Okay, step by step. Plus again 1 by 2, y is equal to 1 to y is equal to, now on simplifying this, you open the bracket 2 minus y the whole square into y. 2 minus y the whole square will be a minus b the whole square is a square plus b square minus 2b. So 4 plus y square minus 2y into y, that will become how much? It will become 4y minus 4y square plus y cube dy. Now everything is done, integrate this and put the limits. So this becomes now 1 by 2 integration of y is how much? Y cube by 3, limit from 0 to 1 plus again 1 by 2 integration of 4y is 4y square by 2 minus 4y cube by 3 plus y raised to 4 by 4, 1, 2. Put all the limits here. So this becomes 1 by 2 into 1 by 3, right, plus 1 by 2 into, again put the limits here, everything. So this will become how much? Simplified 2 1s are 2 2s are. Okay, so it will be, in place of y put 2, 2 square is 4, 4 to the 8, right, 8 minus 32 by 3, 2 cube 8 for 32 plus 2 raised to 4 is 16, 16 by 4 is 4, fine, minus, now minus when I apply, I told you always use a bracket, okay, minus, in place of y put 1, so this will be 2 to y, 2 minus 4 by 3 plus 1 by 4. Now, so after simplifying everything, so you can do it manually or use a calculator, but do it correctly. 1 by 2 into 1 by 3 is 1 by 6 plus this everything, if we simplify, we get it as 5 by 24. So the final answer here is, take the LCM, 3 by 8. So the solution for this question, adding both the integral, is nothing but it's 3 by 8. Okay, so that is how it is solved. I hope you understood the solution here, but main thing, you need to practice it to see how it works. Okay, fine. So my dear friends, we have successfully tackled the topic changing the order of integration, and you have done a great job following it. Please post in the comment section, was this video helpful or any other topics you would like me to cover. The next video, I will be solving problems on evaluation of double integration by changing it to polar forms, polar coordinates, which is very, very important. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you stay updated on the further videos. Share with your friends as much as possible. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.